I just want to explain a little bit about the Gin Guild before we start today. I'm going to go back in history a little bit more on that. The Gin Guild is part of the Worshipful Company of Distillers. Some of you will know there are 109, 110 livery companies in the City of London. Distillers is one of those. Some of them are 800 years old and some are about 3 weeks old. Tremendous history. From the Worshipful Company of Distillers goes back to about 1634 when we were given a charter to check the quality of distilling, originally 3 miles, then extended to 21 miles from London. And we were responsible for checking that these distilleries were properly licensed, they're checking their quality. We could go and knock on their doors, do what we liked, and we controlled distilling in London. Now, there was another livery company, which still exists today, which is the apothecaries. For some reason or another, they felt distilling belonged to them. So we had a 50-year battle with them. And it wasn't until, actually 40 years, I guess, till about mid-1670s that we actually got our freedom from the apothecaries. They recognised us as a livery company, and we could control distilling as we wanted to. So the Worshipful Company of Distillers has a very ancient history. In the 1700s, it came a little bit of a lobbyist and worked on with the politicians on the various gin acts and various things. And you very much, to be a member then, you had to be a distiller. One of the interesting facts about that is that a lot of the livery companies until about 20 years ago were really male-dominated. Some wouldn't allow women into it. And when it came up at the debate at the court, which runs the distillers, somebody said, actually, we've always had women in our livery. Because if you go back into our history, it was often the men who died first and the wife or partner took over. So we've always had women in our livery, and some people shaking their heads there. But that's how it was agreed that we should bring everybody into our livery. About 2 years ago, and we had been talking about it for some time within the company, we felt we should have a gin guild. And all of us here today are only too aware about the renaissance of gin in the last 5 or 6 years, and we thought it was a timely point in time to introduce the Gin Guild. So we have been going for 2 years. We've got about 80 members today, mainly from the UK, some from Europe, and hopefully this will become more international. We hold 2 dinners a year when there's an installation ceremony. We've done some training at the Wine and Spirit Education Trust this year. We've got Ginposium today. We were in the London Cocktail Week last year, and we do other things as well. So in the last 2 years, the Gin Guild has really come quite busy. One of the other reasons why the Worshipful Company of Distillers decided to go down the Gin Guild route was education. Education is very important, not only to us in the gin trade or in the spirits trade, but in our livery company. And it was some 10 years ago, in fact, that the livery company decided we should get more involved in education. And the livery drove the spirits examinations carried out by the Wine and Spirits Educational Trust. We gave some money, we've got the trade to give another £300,000, and today the spirits courses and exams at the WSET all stem from that. So carrying on our theme of education, going into the Gin Guild, it seemed obvious that we should carry on with our education. If you ever get a chance to go to Wine and Spirit Educational Trust building, some of you may well have been there, you'll find that there's a distiller's room. Go in there if you have an opportunity. You will see the history of distilling. You'll see something about the history of gin. And there's also a lovely mural on the wall that if you're taking your spirit exams and you can have that, that'd be a great reminder to get your answers right to the questions. Now, we've got an exciting day today. All sorts of things going on about gin. I hope it will be a two-way meeting. Please ask questions at the appropriate time. We've got some interesting tasters. We've got some good speakers. So I'm going to shut up and let's get on with it.